teachers and volunteers. Welcome to Susan's Spotlight. I hope you're all doing well during this very busy season. I'm going to use this chillier season to tie in geography, science, and weather. We are going to be using a globe. And teachers, I know that you would have a globe in your classroom or a co-teacher's classroom, and volunteers, we have this magnificent globe at our office. I want you to show the children that this is what the world looks like, and it operates and rotates in the universe, which is up in the sky. And when you see the stars, we're also rotating around up there with the planets. So way up at the top of our planet is called the Arctic Circle. But below the Arctic Circle is where we live in Florida. So down here is where we live and play. Up here is the Arctic Circle, and down at the bottom of the earth is an even colder circle called Antarctica. The top of the world is called the North Pole, and some people live at the North Pole that we might know, ho, 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 and animals live at the bottom of the earth, which is the South Pole. The Arctic Circle does not look like our world, does not look like Florida with the sand and the palm trees. It looks so chilly. It is cold and icy, and this is what the North Pole looks like. Friends, our ground is covered by not sand, not dirt, not grass, because it's so harsh to live there. It is covered by ice. 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, and 7. You don't even see me anymore. That's how deep the ice is in the Arctic Circle. Because the ground is covered by such ice, not many people live there. It's too cold. It's too hard. Where would the food come from? So you could go into the kitchen with your mom and dad or with your teacher, go into the kitchen and see a freezer. If you open up the freezer, you may see some steam or smoke come out. That is the cold air. And that's exactly what it's like living in the Arctic Circle. It's like walking into a freezer, and you feel the cold. So you would wear lots of coats, lots of sweaters, hats, and gloves. Again, cold, cold weather. Teachers and volunteers, you can make a chart so easily with just typing paper with the numbers 1, 2, 3, right up into 9 feet. And this would demonstrate to the children the true depth of what the ice in the ground would be at the Arctic Circle. You could then take it one step further, hang this up on a wall, and have each child come up, and you could measure the child on this chart and put their name so they could recognize it. And then you could use this as a discussion of who's the tallest? Is there anyone taller than an iceberg or the ground in the Arctic Circle? And hopefully at the end of that exercise, they would realize there's no one, including the teacher, that's taller than the ice in the Arctic Circle. So, cold ice, so chilly. I brought something to help us out to feel cold. This is a cup, and each one of you have a piece of ice. I've made a chart ahead of time called What Part of Your Body Feels the Coldest? So we can't go to the Arctic Circle, so we're going to pretend so. Friends, put on your coat. 1 coat, 2 coat. Button it up. Put on your hat. Put on your scarf. Leave your gloves off because I have a surprise for you. Please take your ice out of your cup and hold it. Is it getting cold? If it's getting too cold, put it right back into your cup. Rub your hands. Do they still feel cold? Oh, they do. The air in our room will warm it up. Now, take your ice out again. Lift lift up your leg. Oh, ooh, does that feel cold? How long can you hold it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Too cold for me. Okay, let's take ice and put it on our forehead. Ooh, oh my, I can't even feel that. Ooh, that was too cold for me. I had to switch that carefully. So you're going to talk with your children about what part of your body felt the coldness the quickest and the longest. So I've used their keywords: hands, leg, forehead, and tummy. And for environmental reading, you always use your little cue pictures. Please raise your hand if your hands felt the coldest. Please raise your hand if your leg felt the coldest. Forehead and tummy. And then I'm going to track each body part, and I'm going to put their name. And then I'm going to even take it further to put girls and boys. And I'm going to say, how many friends, girls, felt that their hands were cold? 1 and 2 boys. And we're just going to go through this chart over and over. This is a great learning tool. You can do name recognition, number 1, parts of the body using the lead letter of H, L, F, and T, and then you could tie it into, does anyone have a name that starts with H? Hannah. Does anyone have a name that starts with L? Lila. And then you can start adding up the sum. So if you have 9 children in the class, hopefully the sum would add up to 9. So teachers and volunteers, this is such a great opportunity to get introduced to the world, different parts of the world, how it's so different than our world, how it feels. And of course, we always need a book to tie this all in. And I would kindly suggest Penguin and Pinecone by Selena Yoon, about the penguin who lived in a cold, cold Arctic Circle. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you again.